Thank you for tapping in and tuning in to this channel. Don't forget to tell your friend to tell them to tell them to tell their friend to tap in and stay tuned in to this here channel. Angel of Justice on the read. We're going to do it like we usually do it, y'all, and get right to it. In 10 seconds, we're going to roll out. Let's go.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for the love, the likes, the shares, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Let's see what we got in the energy. Hope, great hope. You could have been wishing for something, waiting for something to come in. Or you could have been praying and your prayers are getting where they need to be. Yeah, it's about to be changed. Like your prayers are about to be answered, is what Spirit is saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about to come into your bag, better job, promotion, unemployment payment, disability payment, workers' compensation payment or something. You're about to come into your bag. It's going to be what you wanted. It's going to be what you manifested, even an inheritance, something that belonged to you. You were hoping for it. You were praying for it. God is answering your prayers. And when this comes, it's going to be a change. 9 of Cups energy, a wish coming true. I told you. You wished upon a star and your wish was granted. Somebody could be coming to save you or coming to offer you like a business proposal. They're taking action towards you. Something you manifested is coming into fruition. This is a disciplined person that's coming towards you. It could be like an authority figure that's coming to save the day or coming to bring in this information or something that you prayed for. Yeah, it's the ending of the betrayal. So it was somebody betraying you in the past. You could have been praying for this betrayal to be over, for you to get away from these people, this toxic people, places, or things. That's what you were praying for. And it's coming to an end.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you're getting your justice here. The truth is coming out. It's shown that you're a fair person and you are the star of the show. Again, somebody tried to take something that belonged to you or trademark your shit when you're the one that created this, or the creator of something, the creator of your life, creator. You work with the creator with your destiny. Somebody could have been trying to take your destiny, trying to take your star, and you're getting justice. Like people were feeding off of your plate, feeding off of your energy. And you were like, man, I'm tired of this. I hope these people get out of my life, get out of my business, get out of my energy. It's all being granted here. You're getting your justice. Completion of a cycle. People don't want this to be over. People are even doing spell work to continue what they did to you in the past. Everybody that's trying to do this to you, binding you to toxic people, places, or things, or trying to bind to you, still trying to destiny swap, they're getting a lot of chaos in their life. They're manifesting nothing but chaos from this because you're working directly with the creator here. God said it's over, so it's over. So if God got to handle some people that think these false gods, God is putting the false gods in their place, letting everybody know I ain't working with these clowns.
And some of these false gods, like you were talking about, is these authority figures. These, like Leonardo Simpkins say, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. These principalities, people, places, and things. You know what I mean? People idolize them as their God, especially people who got money and that's giving them money. You know what I mean? A lot of people are donate life and soul to somebody who get them 50 cents or get them some drugs or buy them a beer, which that is what we call the principalities, and where people need to understand once they idolize them as their God, that's who they go serve. And that is a fake and phony and false God. But Leonardo Simpkins say, once you do that, and if you don't change and turn from worshiping those fake, phony idol gods and stuff like that, there, your soul will be condemned. That's what they call going to hell. You know what I mean? When your soul and your spirit go to hell, and you have no form of condemnation of returning to see, because after the body dies, you still go be alive somewhere. Now, if you get to the point to where you like they were doing unaliving spells, those unaliving spells, they ain't called unaliving spells for nothing in the spiritual. Now, when you get to the spiritual realm, you doing unaliving spells in the spiritual, and then trying to make it convert into the physical by doing premeditated first-degree murder plots. Now, those first-degree murder plots coming from this unaliving spells, those spells in the spiritual, now, once it backfire, you know what I mean, and return back to cinders, which already have been done, guess what? That's right. Your soul and your spirit be unalive. So, and then your body just done, dead, done, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We will keep moving though. Let go. Yeah.
Anybody can call their self a god. Anybody can call their self a king, a reincarnated king, queen, emperor, empress. But see, people may even believe that until they go up against a real one. A real God, a real high priest, a real high priestess. Everybody want to be a high priest, high priestess, emperor, empress, until it's time for that spiritual war.
Talk about everybody.
When you go to war with a real high priest, high priestess, reincarnated pharaoh, earth angel, you gonna know it. Because they go kick your ass. That's how you gonna know it. God gonna kick your ass, and if some of them, God go kick your ass on behalf of them. Yeah, you've been working hard, diligent. Your hard work is paying off. Whatever you were working on and people were trying to steal, whether they were copying you, copying your content, copying your videos if you're on a platform, if you're a reader like myself, somebody could have been harvesting your energy in the past. You snatched that shit back. They knew that your business was going to be successful. And it's because you're working with the angel to give these type of messages. And how they think they're going to steal a message or steal something from an angel or people working with the angels? The angel's not going to work with them like they work with you. I mean, yeah, it was some type of childish competition at your job, at the workplace. People was jealous of you. And somebody at your workplace, like another reader or something, if you're like myself, or somebody in the same business field as you, was trying to steal your ideas and take credit for them.
Well, like Leonardo Simpkins said, it was an accident happened to one of his jobs where, you know, they ain't know a lot of wisdom and knowledge and understanding and stuff about the restaurant stuff like Leonardo Simpkins does, right? Because, you know, he had his own business and stuff. So when he got to this working for this lady and this and that, she hired this they hired her, they paid her to hire him, or they what they call secret society group or whatever they got considered themselves as, you know what I mean? Might have hired her to hire him to get him in there to watch and do all this stuff against Leonardo Simpkins, right? And like you was talking about, Angel of Justice is like, he in competition with Leonardo Simpkins. He sitting there trying to watch and copycat off of what Leonardo Simpkins, be doing. So Leonardo Simpkins had cooked some chicken and grilled some chicken, right? So, you know, nobody ain't said nothing and this and that, and it was nice and pretty and, you know, and everything and this and that. So the dude that they hired, now he walking around, you know, acting like, you know, he looking but acting like he ain't looking. You know, trying to watch it, coming over there, opening the ice box and doing just, you know, foolish, stupid stuff. You know what I mean? So when he went to cooking some chicken. They had Leonardo Simpkins off that time while he was cooking the chicken, right? But Leonardo Simpkins came in there, to put some stuff up and charge some stuff on the charger. So when he went in there, he was on the grill cooking some chicken and stuff, right? Grilling some chicken. Now, when Leonardo Simpkins was getting ready to leave, the owner of the place she seen Leonardo Simpkins cooking the chicken and seen him looking at Leonardo Simpkins cooking the chicken, you know what I mean? So when Leonardo Simpkins went in there, she gonna tell him, this how you cook the chicken. You want it just like this, all golden brown. Leonardo Simpkins sent her a text even when he finished cooking some chicken with the golden brown. But she ain't never say nothing about his chicken, right? But this other dude, which is Leonardo Simpkins, say he's a monitor, copycat, and probably a karmic in there to watch him and monitor him at this job, right? So, he try to act like he ain't, but all the things that he do, is evidence, you know what I mean? So she didn't say nothing about Leonardo Simpkins' chicken and stuff, so he made it be a brawl, you know what I mean? He ought to be able to know how to cook some, Leonardo Simpkins he ought to be able to know how to cook some chicken, much as he be watching him doing it, he ought to know by now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Stuff like that on how copycats will try to copy, you know what I mean? Like throwing rocks and hiding their hand, trying to act like they, know how to do something, but looking at somebody else copying it off of them. Then when they do it, they acting like they done it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you were saying earlier. We're going to keep it moving though. Let go.
Steal your business from you. I heard it again. It's like stealing candy from a baby. Your ancestor said, all right, watch this shit.
Okay. All right, how you like it now?
Yeah. And these people are getting direct messages from the Most High God, direct messages from your angels. They beating them down. You can't have this. Yeah, somebody is mad. You may have to go to someone you had like an emotional connection with. You may have to cut off somebody like that. You can't put any emotions in the next decision that you make.
Yeah.
Like somebody gonna come to you and pull on your heartstrings is what this is saying. Somebody trying to play on your heart. Your big heart that you have. You gotta get it. You gotta be cold and direct with this motherfucker because they trying you. They know that you're about to get some news, something is coming in. You could be negotiating a contract or something that's gonna change your life. Juggling multiple priorities. Somebody that mistreated you wants your support, wants your energy, wants your love. They want to work to you. They want to get a chance. They want to work with you. They want to get a chance to bind to you, bind to your success that's coming in because they're in a Nine of Swords energy. They're in anxiety, worry, and fear. Yeah, somebody need help, but it's difficult to reach out for help when it hits. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief or sadness. Sharing trauma or stress with others can be therapeutic and can help you regain control over what troubles you. Yeah, somebody needs your help. Somebody needs your shoulder to cry on. This is somebody that you supported in the past. You were loyal through thick and thin. You had this person's back. Now they need you. They betrayed you, but now they need you. They need your shoulder to cry on. Somebody's trying to come in with a sob story. I told you, and they trying to play on your heartstrings. They could even be doing some type of magic to get your sympathy or something. Maybe even some type of love spell or something. Yeah, this person is heartbroken and suffering. They're in grief.
Because they like at the job where Leonardo Simpkins be working at, they putting a lot of trust in the young fellow we were talking about who be copycatting off Leonardo Simpkins, right? And like I say, they probably paid this dude Henner paid her to let him in there. These how these secret societies do now. They don't just do stuff. They go all out, spend a lot of money to accomplish things. But now since coming up against Leonardo Simpkins, they fell in and spent a lot of money with no results that they wished that they were looking for. And like the lady who hired got It's how it got the dude in her place. Now things are backfiring. Now she don't understand. She about to start losing her customers that she was getting when he wasn't there off the energy of Leonardo Simpkins. Now Leonardo Simpkins calling his energy back. Now her business go back the way it was, which was, snail, slow motion, like real slow motion. You know what I mean? And now that she understanding that Leonardo Simpkins say the other day she tried to, like you were talking about Angel of Justice, be trying to do like some spell work, love spell work or some sex magic and stuff like that. They'll be flirting and stuff, he say with her and stuff like that there. When the other guy that's there is the one that's go be blocking her blessing, and if she don't get rid of him, you know what I mean? Her blessings go be blocked, but I think she done got fun with him and be, and then they might be having a little sex and stuff on the side besides her, other dude and this and that. And then yet be trying to make it seem like Leonardo Simpkins, you know what I mean? Like she was talking about bragging and talking bad about and trying to downgrade him on his cooking and stuff. When all the time, you know what I mean? It's the opposite the way around, when the person she should have been talking about don't even know about cooking chicken, just learning everything off Leonardo Simpkins. And now Leonardo Simpkins calling his energy back and stuff. Now she feeling she feels it, you know what I mean? And she gonna have to come up with a decision. And if she stay with him and be with him, her whole business gonna go down the drain. And much as she gonna try to, and Leonardo Simpkins gonna get blessed more and more and more. You know what I mean? But the blocker is that the fella that she got there. And long as she be with him and have him there, she gonna continuously go down and down and down because Leonardo Simpkins done called his energy back. In the meantime, we're gonna keep moving on. Yeah, let's go.
And they need you. They need your healing energy. And you cut this person off. This person know you have some type of opportunity coming in. I'm telling you, they trying to ride your wave. They trying to be on your coattail. They trying to go where you go. Somebody's trying to come in and charm you that hurt you. Somebody know that the book is about to be thrown to them in the justice system, or they're about to get some karma for what they did to you. It's like somebody is sitting down reminiscing about you and what they did to you in the past, because they know this is why they going through the shit they going through. And they don't have you, okay? This is somebody that could have even wanted you to pass away or something. They were involved in, deceiving you. They could have had like a money, an insurance policy or something on your life. Crown. God has placed every believer with the local body of Christ, one of 144K, which is assigned to promote love, build up faith to believers. Money hidden overseas. This person stole from you and hid some money across seas. Someone is energy harvesting. That's why they want to come in. They getting their karma back for what they did to you. They could have been harvesting your energy to be successful in the past. Now you cut them off. They have no access to you or your energy.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, this person is sleeping with a transgender. So divine feminist, if this was a masculine that you were dating, you may not even know one of the women that you dated were actually a transgender.
Wow.
And they were both energy harvesting off of you. You have to cut this ex of yours and their transgender boo out of your energy. You tell God, I want to cut ties with any toxic people, places, or things, and their affiliates.
Well,
I command that these people get out of my energy for all eternity. Block them for every attempt, ancestors. Okay, it's private ops, NSA, CIA, ASI, SIS, so Secret Service, FBI, etc. in the energy. Somebody of high authority or in one of these organizations know about some blackmail, or somebody could have told them, somebody with authority, like in the public eye, could have told these people that they're being blackmailed by somebody that energy harvested with you. Somebody in this church could have been an official person.
Well,
They tried to take you out at a church. It's chaos breaking out at a church with church members and behind the scenes. It could have been like a fake church front that was working with,
now them church folk,
I heard politicians. They know that these people or your ex or something was blackmailing people with authority. I get around like Tupac, somebody is running through sex mates. Yeah, somebody was sleeping with somebody in the public eye or sleeping with like an official person, and they were using them to get access to like the justice system internally to try to turn the justice system against you. You own this I don't give a fuck energy. Austin Powers and Mini-Me, so is your ex and their transgender boo, whether it's a transgender male or female. There's an ex and a transgender that was working against you and harvesting your energy, and crimes can be traced back to the big players because they were sleeping with people in like a cult or coven, and it was people with titles, authority figures. All their ass is going down. They're turning on each other. Everything backfired after they tried to sacrifice you at this church. These officials are affiliated with like a church called a coven. Yeah, they tried you, but you silent but deadly. You ain't say a word. You act like you ain't know what was going on and let your ancestors fuck these people up. Right?
right? Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
believed that you were capable of what you were capable of, or that God was going to stand up and defend you like that. Someone took positive action on your behalf. It could be the Most High God, or it could be a current or ex-military person that was involved that stole something from you.
And there's the siren once again on the read. And all the same, like we say, when you hear them in our read, it's confirmation on what we are talking about, and we are in agreement with the angel of justice, and we are in agreement, and plus letting keeping this on record every time. Well, I say 99.9% of the time when we do a read, sirens come on in the background, letting us know that they're watching and monitoring and hacked into our phone illegally, profiling. In the meantime, we're going to keep moving though. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, somebody could have been having sex with a military official to get access to steal something from you. But what if God was one of us? This was a test that God gave, and these people failed. Church folks failed the test God gave. Hello.
Wow. Ain't it
Somebody
something
is Italian, or you could be. God hire me, who gonna fire me? These people keep trying to regulate you, regulate your spiritual rank. They're claiming to be false gods and goddesses. Yeah, that may sound good until they step to a real god or goddess. They got embarrassed. They're not a real god or goddess. Somebody is trying to be a god or goddess and regulate your life, or somebody is trying to regulate the life of a reincarnated being. Yeah, they're going to get fucked up every time. They got to stay in their place. Somebody is just basically trying to gatekeep you and your success, which is guided by God. Anybody trying to gatekeep you, stop you, block you, slow you down, bind you to any person, place, or thing, when God already told you you're free to go, you're free to walk away from these people, you're free to walk away from this toxic home. These people are manifesting a whole lot of chaos in their life, but trying to stop you. This is how you separate the real from the fake. See, you can, if somebody can play to be a fake reincarnation or a fake high priest and high priestess till they go against a real one. This is how you separate the real from the fake.
Yeah.
Because the real one can defeat your ass without spending $1.
Yeah.
Not $1 will a real reincarnation have to spend. Because that's how protected we are. The ones in the up and up. We ain't got to spend $1 to defeat nobody. That's how you know who the gifted people are. And you got all these people spending all this money, thousands of dollars, flying, taking trips, going to the bayou, everywhere else, cross seas, Nigeria, paying these people all this money to do spell work on you.
And Leonardo simply said, over the years, it's over $1 million because they spent a lot of money.
You ain't spent $1 and defeated their ass. This how you separate the real from the fake. Mind magic. These people were doing mind magic spells that target the mind and focuses on manipulating people's thoughts, emotions, memories, senses, and perceptions.
They go to sirens again, and you know, that's confirmation of what we're talking about.
Yeah, church members are involved. You got church members that are under judgment and getting fucked up by your ancestors, and these the fake religious people, because if they were real in their religion, they wouldn't be attacking you. They wouldn't be doing black magic, because where does it say in the Bible that these church people can do black magic?
And like Leonardo Simpkins was telling me, the people where he work at, right? They supposed to be in the church so heavy, but like the dude that they comparing him, one who in competition with Leonardo Simpkins, the one we were talking about the chicken, right? He go step on Leonardo Simpkins' heel. Now for somebody to be that close and then go talking about he didn't mean to do it, and the reason he did it because Leonardo Simpkins said because he said that because he stopped selling it. And Leonardo Simpkins said the only reason he stopped because he stepped on his heel. Then Leonardo Simpkins stepped on his foot. You know what I mean? Because he tried to run over the back of Leonardo Simpkins' heel with a buggy. You know what I mean? A food cart buggy, what you put stuff on, and that got a, plastic edge sharp bottom. If he would have hit Leonardo's heel with it, he would have knocked some skin off. So Leonardo Simpkins said he told him about that then. Then later on, he go walk on the back of Leonardo Simpkins' heel. And Leonardo Simpkins said he turned around and stepped on stomped his foot. You know what I mean? Stepped on his foot. And so all the time he be walking behind Leonardo Simpkins and coming behind Leonardo Simpkins. If Leonardo Simpkins go over there to the dish room, he come, putting something up. And if he go over there to the kitchen where the grill at, he'll come over there opening the ice box and all kind of stuff like that there. So as he be doing that stuff, he exposed himself on all those kind of things, and we were saying all this on all these attacks he be doing, and like Leonardo Simpkins say, he either all combined, a karmic, ARP, and he a warlock, probably in training with some other people, because he's young, he ain't number 18, but he about 6'1", you know what I mean, kind of tall, and things like that there, and he go to church. This is what the part we talking about. And he go to church, supposed to be religious. But the thing is, that what we talking about right now, me and agreeing on me and the Angel of Justice, talking about these church folks, how they be doing attacks and stuff on people, but yet supposed to be in the church, and God now is tired of and coming to the church folks now, entering in their life and go mess them up for doing the thing that they have been doing to others. You know how it go, like Leonardo Simpkins say, do unto others, which is in the Bible, that you wish be done unto you. That's why we keeping it moving though, yeah. And cause they go reap what he sowed, you know what I mean? And like we were saying, she go lose everything messing and dealing with him, cause he there only to do the things he be doing and trying to do to Leonardo Simpkins. Yeah, we gonna keep it moving though. Let go.
That's right. It's against God. God don't like black magic. Hello. They hypocrites. You got some hypocrites doing some spell work on you. God gonna fuck them up real hard because they supposed to know better. These the hypocrites in the Bible told us they try to correct everybody else. Not everybody that, is in the church is crooked. But for them real crooked ones that's doing black magic and in them covens, they get extra karma.
Yeah, they get the extra. Just say just say not means you're gonna say we'll use Jesus crucifixion as the example, but we ain't talking about Jesus, right? Now they extra common the people in the church just say like they'll get hung up to the cross. You know what I mean? Now they get hung up to the cross, the extra is gonna be, having some fire around the cross and set it on fire. That's the extra. You know what I mean? Why they alive? Now that's the extra stuff, because they doing stuff in the church. Like Leonardo Simpkins say, they made the church really as a voodoo house. You know what I mean? They done made the church out of voodoo house, and as they going into the church, all of them mostly, especially the preachers and the ministers and all them that have positions in the church, you know what I mean? Done got it all together to be and nothing but witches and warlocks cloaking themselves in those positions, hiding themselves as those positions, you know what I mean? As a preacher, you know what I mean? Hiding themselves as a minister, you know what I mean? And in the church, and ain't nothing but witches and warlocks doing spell work, you know what I mean? Doing hexes, you know what I mean? Doing black magic, you know what I mean? And doing voodoo. And in God's house, you know what I mean? You got to understand, they supposed to be done, consecrated, they church and prayed and this and that and Jesus' name and hallelujah this and all that stuff. But yet want to use God's name in vain and hide behind his name, you know what I mean? By doing witchcraft to people in the church and out of the church, because they are secret society cult, covenant group, government covenant group, secret society, covenant, conspiracy, covenant government group. Because the church, every church is most up under the government, especially with the 501c3, when they get stuff and can get money, people can get them stuff, donations and stuff like that. That's up under the government. So that's a secret society, conspiracy, government group. You know what I mean? And see, since it's being exposed now, all these witches and warlocks and stuff in the church doing all this spell work and all that stuff, and hiding and cloaking themselves as that stuff, and they ain't really nothing but hypocrites. That's what the Bible call them. And hypocrites is, you can ball it all up together on like a witch, warlock, karmic, op, and all of them combined as a hypocrite. You know what I mean? In the church, today's churches, 99.9% of these churches, not all of them now, not all of them is up under all of them is up under the government, but not all of them be doing spell work and stuff like that there around on the planet. You know what I mean? But most 99.9% in America, all of them is up under the government, but all of them ain't doing spell work and stuff like that there. Some of them, but you can bet your dookie shooter 99.9999% of all the churches in America, yeah, got some witches and warlocks in them. Yeah, we're going to keep it moving though, yeah.
Jesus ain't nobody tell y'all to do black magic.
At all.
What? Yeah, illegitimate church members. They toting the Bible but have a wicked heart. They hypocrites.
Yeah, hypocrite, yeah.
Yeah, somebody is doing, church members are doing sacral chakra magic against you. They want you to be depressed, have anxiety, overly sensitive, compulsive, or obsessive behavior. It's backfiring on these people. They did some type of rituals at the church to harvest your energy, to target your mind. This church is mad that they no longer have access to you. You can cut binds to this church and the toxic churches, people, places, or things. That includes the hypocrites. They don't have access to you or your energy anymore, and they're losing. Every time they try to attack you spiritually or harvest from you or steal from you spiritually or try to gatekeep you, stop you, block you, or slow you down, they're manifesting nothing but chaos, confusion, and karma. It is not going to stop. They need to mind their business and get out of your life because God hired you. These fake ass church members don't have no spiritual rank or authority or have no right to try to make a decision in a real reincarnation's life. And they getting their ass kicked for trying. Your ancestors said they fucking up some hypocrites. They mad of your gifts. See, they can no longer steal from your gifts. You're not participating in this church. You walked away from these people. Continue to cut cords to these people. Don't even go into the church. Find you another church. Because the one you was with is nasty and dirty behind the scenes. Hypocrites, spell workers. Doing black magic at the church, trying to sacrifice you. God go sacrifice them. Who do these people think they are because they told the Bible? These are devil worshipers.
I agree.
Perpetrating like they're so religious. They are not religious. You're trying to end and take somebody out and blaming it on God. Guess who gonna fuck you up for lying on them? God.
Pretty much.
Guess who gonna fuck the church folks up for thinking they have a right over a real reincarnated God, King, Queen, Earth Angel? Guess who gonna fuck them up? God. Jesus. Jesus is an earth angel. I mean, Jesus was an angel. Like, what are you talking about? A healer. Divinity. What are you talking about? Same bloodline as the divine beings. What are y'all talking about in the church? They getting fucked up. Don't even worry about it. Every last one that was at this ritual talking about in Jesus' name on Sunday, but praising the devil Monday through Saturday.
And like Leonardo Simpkins say, right? Like he say, now since they doing all of this stuff in the church, like they be doing, all this stuff and throwing rocks and hiding their hands, God sees all, right? Now God, like it's always been said, Leonardo Simpkins said about when he was growing up, the older folks used to always say, God coming to the church first. And now Leonardo Simpkins said he see why. And me too. And I hope y'all do too. And, we come to agreement, me and Angel of Justice, where God, like she said, God the one gonna be do the justification to them, regardless what they may be. You know what I mean? Because they doing something that is what they call blasphemy against God, using God's name and doing stuff up under His name, but yet making it be evil. Yeah. Ain't that something now? We gonna keep moving. Let's go.
But in Jesus' name, y'all some hypocrites. Y'all getting fucked up. That's what you get.
Fucked up.
God hired you, not them. Just because you don't not faking, phony up in their face, toting the Bible and being like these people, don't make them no better than you.
They fake, phony, and false. Get it.
The Most High God said, "How you like me now?" That's who tapping these fake church members up trying to sacrifice people. May all negative energy be returned back to sender. You have no right to tell anybody who to praise.
Quick, fast, and a hurry.
People had different religions all the time. How many people that went to jail and found Allah? Hello. Don't nobody mess with them. The Muslims be coming out talking shit, kicking their game. Getting motherfuckers straight with the knowledge, okay? Me and my family, I distance from these people in the church, find my own religion, become spiritual, and I'm the worst person on earth. Why? Because they was harvesting off of me. When the people reject a certain person's religion so much, they was getting something off of it. Like I said, people go to jail or find different religions how many times? But when they start protesting against you and what you believe in, you have the right to pick who you want to believe in. But when they start protesting against you and who you believe in, oh, we got to sacrifice this person, oh, we got to take them out, they was hypocrites from the beginning.
True that, I agree.
They was hypocrites from the beginning. These are evil, dark church people and trying to blame things on you when they need to shut the fuck up and mind their own business and fix their own life and find the true Most High God and stop blaming everything on that Bible when they're nothing but devil worshipers.
Yeah.
God is tired of them praising more than one God. You're supposed to praise one God.
That's it. Ain't nothing but one.
They praising one God on Sunday and another God Monday through Saturday. Oh, they getting their asses tapped. Don't worry. God tired of the fake shit and tired of them attacking you and your divinity because they don't have it. Because they're hypocrites.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, you have a secret crush or lover. Yeah, you're chosen, one of the 144,000. Your church knows this, and they were benefiting, harvesting your energy, doing certain rituals, doing church singing certain songs, preaching certain scriptures when you are there. They were harvesting energy right in your face. They were using the Bible, the spell work and everything in it. They're crying when no one is looking, guilt, because there's some church members that's about to be lined up on channel 6, 8, 12, and Fox 35, baby. Okay? Let go and let God. These people tried to play God in your life, and now God is reigning in their life. Yeah. Reigning chaos and confusion in their life. Yeah. God is saying they have no right, and they got to pay heavily, these fake ass church folks. Yeah, and they were stealing or embezzling money through the church company fraud. They're mad because you can see it as a tag team. Tag team back again, Pinky in the brain. You got a brain and you got a ditzy ass one. You got Austin Powers and Mini-Me, okay? A tag team. Somebody shorter than the other one. Somebody was sending confusion spells. It's your church members, man, because they can't get no energy. Everything that they harvested off of your energy, they're going to lose because you recall your energy back to you. The people at your church was responsible for adult abuse. Yeah, and you're extraterrestrial. These people notice or have some type of evidence of this. Yeah, these people are in a whole heap of trouble. And yeah, one of these church members stay on their knees, praising God. But back in the day, Bernie Mac said they called it a jawbone. Okay. Back in the day, they called them jawbone. See, on Sunday, this motherfucker sedated, toting their little purse, their little Bible and everything. But they may even still have some scrapes on them knees, honey. They stayed on them knees, rocking them eggplants, honey. But yeah, they were... Okay, so they was responsible for the adult abuse that occurred in your life, y'all. I had to pay all the way out, okay? Yeah, African-American. A lot of this went down at a lot of African-American church. Yeah, you getting away from these people. They're trying to monitor you, see where you're going. Right. These bitches ain't going nowhere you go because God gonna cause all kind of chaos every time they try to come near you because you prayed to get away from these people and God answers your prayers. Like we said at the beginning, is the ending of this toxic cycle with these church people that tried to play God in your life. Is new evidence that came out, evidence or new evidence of these people trying to do things to control your life. They're in trouble with God. These people look at your YouTube channel, this church that you belong to, and they try to stop, block, or slow you down because you expose the dirty church folks. And that's what they get. God tired of their fake asses. They fake and phony.
And phony.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, that was on the bottom. I'm going to show it to you. Deal gone wrong. Yeah, these church folks made a deal that went wrong. They did a ritual, a necromancy ritual in the back of the church, sorcery involving communicating with the dead, summoning spirits to predict the future, discover hidden knowledge, or to use as a weapon. They tried you. They got fucked up. They tried to use necromancy to conjure something against you, to stop, block, or slow you down, and they got fucked up. They use your energy. Church members use your energy to manifest cars, homes, and everything. Everything gets snatched up. That's why they really mad at you. Fuck them. Should have got it on their own. I tell a church bitch to their face, a dirty one, fuck you. I don't care what you go do. Fuck them. You fake ass church bitch. I would tell her ass. You phony hoe. I tell her ass. They know I will. Come out of pocket to me. I'ma check your ass. Yeah, you overpowered these people. Let them say what they want to say. They getting the karma, not you. They can't push their karma on you anymore. Yeah, you getting your success away from these nasty people that are jealous of you. You have people that you prayed with was jealous of you in your church, mad of your creativity. They was harvesting off of your creativity. The church folks. They were paying people to go against you and work against you. Now somebody that worked with this church called a coven coming in fast to trying to make some type of offer. It could be your ex that was a part of these church folks that went against you. They're rushing in, somebody trying to steal something. Yep. Trying to steal your light, steal your opportunity. It's the fucking church folks. Yeah. Trying to put you to rest.
Because you got to understand, like Leonardo Simpkins say, church folk got a lot of members and people in it, right? So a lot of them have cars. They can do a lot of gang stalking. They can do a lot of monitoring, you know what I mean? And they do a lot of hidden stuff, and they hide behind the church and this and that doing their spell work. You know what I mean? They go to the graveyard, get graveyard dirt. You know what I mean? Stuff like that there. And all that is part of what they call their cult covenant group action to do attacks. You know what I mean? And a lot of the people, it's a lot of them in the churches. And then churches be cults. And then when it get more than one church, they become a covenant. And Leonardo Simpkins say he had a cult, had just a group of people. Then it came to a cult. Then it came to covenants of people, attacking him left and right and every way he go and hacking into his phone and all kind of spam calls and all kind of stuff, right? So all this other stuff is relating to people that's in the church. I agree with you. In the church, and some that don't go to church, that ain't got nothing to do with the church, but they're in the covenant and they're in the cult group. We're going to keep them moving, though. They're going.
The church folks did a sacrifice. The church folks. At the church, you was baptized at them church folks. The good church folks, there's going to be some good ones, but there's some nasty ones up in there.
Yeah,
they were working to try to steal your business with their affiliates because you could have exposed them like I exposed my church on the channel. I don't give a damn.
Like Leonardo Simpkins said, a lot of them, what they try to do is learn what you know. You know what I mean? Then they'll go out and do it because, they got the backing and the funding when people donate stuff. You know what I mean? And then that's one of the ways that they do what they call copycatting. You know what I mean? And then if you got a member in the family and they doing things, big things, and the person that's in the church, you know what I mean? They'll use that person in the church to try to do a destiny swap. Yeah, these some people. These people are low down in the church. You hear me? These witches, warlocks, karmics, ops, and all them, that's being cloaking themselves in the church as ministers and preachers and choir members and ushers and all that kind of stuff. A lot of them, they're low down. You know what I mean? Dirty, and that's why God going to the church first. Yeah.
It was people at my church that saw me go to the water. At the church or the country, they give you the right hand of fellowship and everything. It's more of like a personal setting in the church. And y'all bitches was the ones trying to sacrifice me and shit. Y'all the bitches was working and spotting me sitting in the fucking cars and shit at the park trying to fucking traffic me. Man, fuck y'all. I would tell any one of them in their face on Sunday, bitch. Fuck you.
Thanks.
I wouldn't disrespect the church, but meet me outside that motherfucker and see if I don't tell you about yourself. Now the church folks crying and in despair, y'all. They know they about to be seen as some fake-ass church folks. Yeah, because they was worshiping the devil.
Lolly church.
Talking about everybody else. Oh, that person do it. Sit on the phone, gossip for hours, talking about everybody else, and it was the devil the whole time. Where in the Bible do it tell you to gossip and talk about your brethren and stuff and knock them down? That's the truth. Ace of Swords is coming out. You saw this. Clarity. You spoke with authority. You told the truth, and these people are mad that you're getting your justice. They talked about you like a dog throughout the county, throughout the small neighborhood or wherever. They just made sure they kept dirt on your name, but you getting your justice.
And Leonardo, some could say, since it's a lot of people in the church, that's how they, with the phones and stuff, that's how the news travel fast throughout the churches. See, that's when you get like you have something you want to, like Leonardo Simpkins, when he had his business, that's how he started his business up, because the people in the church, he put out flyers in the church because he know they going to be talking. They talk, but they talk. That's one thing they go do is talk. If they don't do nothing else, they go talk about somebody else. Yeah.
God's speaking out for you. You about to get a message here. Yeah, and there's about to be some swift activity coming in. These people are so mad they don't know what to do. You just don't know how much these damn church people were stalking you and in your business. They were some haters. But they can't go where you go. They can't bind to you. They can't bind you to anything. They did some type of ritual and drunk something at church.
Now, and you got to understand.
They were trying to do some spell work on your sacral chakra. They were trying to block a baby or something from being born, or they were doing spell work on you and your child. Now they living and learning. They living and learning a lesson because they're getting fucked up. That Bible ain't protect their ass.
And like Leonardo Simpkins say, as they keep going about doing these things, they're only damaging their own self. You know what I mean? It's just all in a matter of time, because now God's divine time is now in action and in motion for them to get their karma. And a lot of them done got their karma. A lot of them are getting it, and and a whole bunch more to come, because the balance got to be balanced out back. You know what I mean? Because it had done got overweighed down with the evil plots and it was so that's why Leonardo Simpkins say this secret society, conspiracy, cult, government groups is the biggest crime ring on the planet, and I believe that. In the meantime, we will keep moving, yeah.
Okay, somebody was paid, or somebody tried to offer somebody something under the table. Again, the deal went wrong. Somebody told somebody they ain't taking no more money no more. Why? The person ain't taking no money no more because they probably done got a reading or something and know this shit coming down. Okay, the heat coming down on the church coming. Withdrawal, somebody having withdrawal symptoms, and somebody that's on drugs, and somebody trying to rush in to tell you this or tell you something. The who's, the what's, the where's, the when's, and the why's. Okay.
Wow.
But this is somebody trying to come back in your life and bring you a love offer because they work with this church against you. They may be trying to tell you something about this church or something like that. It don't matter. These people going down. Or they could tell you that this church is about to get raided or something, and that the church work with like officials, because crimes can be traced back to the big officials. The big players in the game, the money people, the ones that was moving the money to your community for these people to abuse you. It's all coming down on these people, and it's going to be some church members that are getting locked up. It may shock you a little bit, but they're going down. And then somebody that you dated is sleeping with transgenders or sleeping with the same sex or something. These people were mad at your channel. They could have been protesting against you. Like if you're on YouTube, it says a YouTube employee, reader, CEO, or owner was working with church folks to try to shut you down. Donald Trump said we have freedom of speech. We can say what the fuck we want to say. And anybody trying to shut down what the fuck we're saying, they gonna get fucked up. You understand what freedom of speech means?
That's part of the Constitution. And see, the thing is, it's the people that's in these principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. And like Leonardo Simpkins say, these people who doing that is the ones really breaking the laws on these constitutional laws. That's why Leonardo Simpkins say they need to rewrite the Constitution, because they done broke these laws in America. They done broke damn near every constitutional law and keep breaking it, and then trying to make an excuse, you know what I mean, on why they broke the law to try to justify it not being, like they're trying to justify it's okay to do it of the Constitution. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean? They're trying to make it seem like it's all right to break the constitutional law for what they have done, and the reason they have done what they done because it was bad, for just say, just use Leonardo Simpkins example. They breaking the laws against him, trying to, hush him up by doing unliving spells and this and that. They're trying to say he's a bad guy. Because he talking and saying things, you know what I mean? And the thing is, they trying to justify shutting him up. But yet, by trying to justify by the Constitution and saying don't do it, they trying to justify why they can do it. You see what I'm talking about? In the meantime, we're going to keep moving though.
Only the ones that want you to shut up is the ones that you expose, and you get it? They're the guilty ones. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, you're a star seed. Nobody can stop your star. They tried to snatch your star. They're jealous of you. They can't be you. This church can't feed off of you. This could be a church that's heading into poverty now. Take a break. Let me see. Life's work is not a season. Get off the treadmill. Starseed, what lights you up? You're bright. You're a shining star. These people could be trying to get you to come back into church so they can do some rituals or something on you. But yeah, you're working within. You're still close with God. You're closer than you ever been with God, and you don't have to go into church to prove that. Those are the ones that want you. Oh, they ain't been in church in a month of Sundays. You know how they say in the older folks. But you don't pay no attention to them. As long as you got that establishment with God, it doesn't matter what the hypocrites say. Ain't nobody going there to satisfy them. You got God within. You don't have to go to church and prove that.
Amen.
Okay? Your inner temple. That's right. You've been going within, finding out who you are, finding God on your spiritual path. Your inner temple. Devotion.
Yeah.
Tune into the portal of your heart. That's what God is. That's what it's telling you. And that's what you've been doing. You've been tapping in. Fuck what these hypocrites say. Let them get their karma. Let them get everything back. You don't need to touch these people. You don't need to shake their hands. You don't need to sit and communicate with God with them. You can do it on your own, in your own home, because God is within. You don't have to go in no building to prove anything to anybody.
True that.
I'm closer to God than I have ever been. And nobody can stop that connection, because as you can see, church folks are trying to stop my connection to God. Where's that at in the Bible? They hypocrites, y'all. And they gonna get exposed as such. Continue to speak your truth no matter who's involved. If they try to stop you, block you, or slow you down, the real God shows up, the Most High God, the creator of all. That's who selected you. Fuck these local ass hypocrites. They have no authority, no rank, and no right in your life.
True that.
God hired you. Who gonna fire you? And damn sure ain't no crooked church folks. They gotta stay in their place. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I love my divine beings. Peace.
Yeah. In the meantime, you already know. Love yourself first. Talk with y'all later.